EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. It's time. Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Jukes one defender. He's brought down just inside the 25. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little shorter than 35.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Goff now on 3rd down. That one complete to St. Brown. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted. He got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Goff on 3rd. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It looked like the Lions were able to fall on it, so possession stays with them. Well, they scramble back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
The Lions readying for the punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. 2nd and 10. 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 2 Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I firmly believe the NFL is better with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield in it. His teams, they just embrace his feisty, chippy attitude he plays with. They also embrace the production he's shown. Massive new career best a season ago with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns.
Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Irving on the inside give. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And the Buccaneers first down.
First and 10 from the 41. Play action. Here's Mayfield. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Irving here from the gun. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Taken down by the first time All-Pro. It's Kirby Joseph.
These are some of the little hidden plays in the game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Setting up the screen here to Godwin. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll come up first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's going to be out of bounds after just like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Okay, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And when the veteran QB said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Baker throwing again. Got a man. This is Evans. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He picks up 7, and now it's second and goal at the 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Baker now from the gun. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers have a great first first drive and get the game's first points. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. Well, now decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Got first down from the 31. Off play action, Goff. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Goff off the play action. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the shotgun, gone. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. The Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rim. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. And he gets back to the line, but no.
And the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running back sent in motion left. Evans brings in the slant. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Type, fake up dog type. It's like a sharp fight. Dog at the dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we bring the slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When the finish, everybody come out.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that one.
Telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Mayfield now from the gun. It's complete. This is Nguka. And he is down to the 30-yard line.
Complete to Emeka Egbuka.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Lions out in front. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He has it at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Running their full steam ahead, but ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on it.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those types of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to go. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. He's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On first down, it's Gibbs. And this takes him down to the 10. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions.
That's just not the guy defensively you'd ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Working inside the red zone. And he's brought down at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt him pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Moving 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Throwing is gone. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a second quarter lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Buccaneers, 14.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king than his rep thing and siblings.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down.
I see through your eyes.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Give to Irving to start his drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Late Williams, first-round rookie out of the Ohio State University. In there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Once again, Irving. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He's running for it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. And quick there. They bring him to the turf. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass, too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Motioning the tight end now. Another try following the sack. Completed to his running back. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Goff on 3rd. It's on target to Williams. And this one's brought to him well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They're going play action. Well, there's another one to Williams. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
Motioning Williams left. On 1st down, it's gone. Launches one deep downfield. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Again, Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? to throw again. Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set down for first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. Nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Montgomery does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. No run, it's Gibbs. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
I've been gone for a little too long. I've been waiting on a drummer to kick off a comeback.
Field goal would make it 2 scores, Brock, but they want more than that. They're going for it on 4th and goal. Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And they stop him. No touchdown. No first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Here come the Bucs on offense now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And another small 4-yard chunk there. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens you hear them, Kate. I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Try and get it into Emeka Egbuka, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far, but this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
They gain 14 on the play, and that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's back to throw. That's caught. It's Godwin again. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. A one-touchdown game here as we can get you back down to the field. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 5. At the 31-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Baker now off the play fake. Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's brought in downfield by Otten. He's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
1st down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to Irving now. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
4-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Godwin sent in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
From the 16. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Baker now from the gun. He's got it! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Irving. Dodges the tackle and he's in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie this game at 21. Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Has this at the 6. Jukes the defender. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. First call here coming from the shotgun. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this is brought to a stop at that 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
Data run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, Carr. Short pass brought in. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Jukes out a one-stop. Inside the 30. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Mayfield now from the gun. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Play fake. It's Mayfield. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's calling his own number again. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here's the give to Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. From the gun, Mayfield. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And now it's second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on third down. Hey, take at least a little bite of the big people between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap here to go. That's caught for the first. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 24. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
SOS. You hear me talking about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play in first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Goff. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Cracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Okay, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Making some progress here. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing, Baker. Hits him on the in route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Mecca Buka, the intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly throwing into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Baker throwing again. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down. Here's Baker. He keeps it and takes off. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing, at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Godwin, the man in motion left. Here's 2nd and 2. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He finds Evans left side. And this one does not go far.
completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, way too much risk for that reward.
Second down now, 7 to go. Irving on the inside give. Escapes a defender. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on third down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, and sign up for it.
And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
31.
Tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Gain of 6. That's good. Lions, 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Another one for Gibbs. Across midfield to the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Lions, 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. It's going to be second down.
I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Here's second and 11. Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions in range for a game-winning score. All right, here we go. Second down. Goff back to throw. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for first and goal.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, the playmaker in this offense.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. Gibbs scores! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions have taken the lead late. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. You do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. To the line. First and 10. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. To throw. That's Godwin with yet another one. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Now to throw. That one's good to Godwin. And he's He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Setting up to pass. That's caught. It's Godwin again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Not that many receivers in my life that don't love the spot. But you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it? Catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Down the field. Evans has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Once more, it's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Buccaneers first down.
So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.